I read some story about you at a very young age breaking down a script without knowing what you were doing. Did you develop a system pretty early on for this is how I do things?
You know, I think it was that was about actually the Templeton the Rat. That was actually when I was in 5th grade doing Charlotte's Web. I remember that I took that script to a little cafe that was up the street from my house, and I was, you know, highlighting my lines, but also trying to think about my motivation. Like, why did he say that? And why would he say that? And what does a rat think in this situation? And I didn't know why I was doing that. I don't know why I was thinking that. I hadn't been taught formally anything about script analysis. But I was really trying to get into the mindset of a rat, and, you know, I wanted to read the book and make sure I understood what Templeton was and see the movie. It was all I just wanted to do really well as Templeton.
Where do you think that comes from? Like, were your parents analytical people you think there was that example that that's how you tackle a project?
I think the examples were being put in front of me by my dad's a psychologist, and, you know, my mother was an educator, and all of that, you know, sort of, as you talk about, analytical way of thinking about things and examining motivations and why would you say a certain thing and what was going on in your head when this or that happened. I mean, people used to ask me all the time, did your dad psychoanalyze you all the time? I was like, right. I don't think so. But I only have one dad, so I can't compare it to other dads. I don't know. But I know that we would talk a lot about things, and we were always allowed to question. You know, it wasn't ever, you do what I say and that's it. It was, we were allowed to go, what, why? You know, and we could have a talk about it. At the end of it, you were still doing what he said, but you could have a conversation. It wasn't just like, because I said so. And maybe there was something there that's about why. Maybe asking why was something that was just
why
part of what I got to do.
Why is Templeton so ornery?
Yeah, why is he such a glutton?
Yeah.
What is the gluttony about? Where does that come from? Are all rats gluttons? That's what it is?
But that's exactly what you have to do. That's the work you have to do, right? Because in having a lot of these conversations, one thing that struck me is that you never want to know the future, but you want to know as much about your own past as you can.
Yeah.
So that something can become instinctual.
For all acting to be something that we believe, it has to look spontaneous. It has to seem as if you're saying, I don't know what's happened. I don't know what's about to happen. I'm not end gaming this. I'm just in the moment, alive right here. And I guess that's the challenge that all actors have, to try to be moment to moment. And I guess in life, that's when you're doing life the best too, is when you're able to just kind of be in the moment.